Your motion to dismiss with prejudice is granted.
After a judge dismissed Baldwin's case, the actor sued prosecutors and law enforcement, claiming he was maliciously prosecuted in the deadly Rush shooting case. And tonight, the legal fight is far from over. Alec Baldwin now asking a judge not to grant immunity to Santa Fe prosecutors and law enforcement in his civil lawsuit.
Leah Chavez is here with what's next.
Yeah, good evening. That's right. Under state law, public employees are generally protected for some lawsuits for actions taken on the job. But tonight, Alec Baldwin argues that except for the Santa Fe County Board of Commissioners, the people he's suing acted outside of those protections. He says they purposely conspired against him.
Alec Baldwin wants discovery. He wants to get into who knew what. When did they know it?
In an 18-page court filing this week, Alec Baldwin's attorneys asking a federal judge not to shield Santa Fe prosecutors and law enforcement from the civil lawsuit he filed last year.
He wants to know what were the activities of the sheriff's deputies, the investigators, and the prosecutors outside of the courtroom in preparing the case.
The request comes after Baldwin's criminal case was thrown out in 2024, a judge ruling that key evidence had been mishandled and kept from the defense. KOAT legal expert John Day says that for Baldwin, it was a major win in criminal court.
And Baldwin wants somebody to answer for that in civil court.
Those named in the lawsuit, including Special Prosecutor Carrie Morrissey, First Judicial District Attorney Mary Carmack Altweiss, and the Santa Fe County Sheriff's Office, argue they cannot be sued because they were acting in their official roles.
Santa Fe County wants this case stopped in its tracks before there's any discovery. In other words, before there's any depositions or questioning or things like that.
Baldwin wants access to internal communications and other evidence. In court filings, his legal team accuses the defendants of coordinating to secure what he calls a groundless indictment, shaping the investigation to target Baldwin, hiding or destroying evidence and presenting false testimony.
Did they make mistakes? Did they intentionally hide evidence? Because those are the serious allegations that Baldwin is trying to get into.
Day adds, while Baldwin's case is high profile, the claim of unfair prosecution is not a unique one.
And so a lot of people have been in his position. He's just one of the most high profile people in his position.
So what comes next? Well, that's up to the judge. John Day says the big question isn't when a ruling comes, but whether the case gets thrown out entirely or whether some parts of it move forward. Reporting, I'm Leah Chavez, KOAT Action 7 News.
KOAT reached out to attorneys for the defendants. They didn't immediately respond to our request for comment.